Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach and I help product based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales so they do not have to hire influencers or run paid ads. I've been creating content since 2018. I actually started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop so they did not have to spend all of their money at the grocery store doing all the couponing deals at all the different stores. They didn't have to do that. And I had been couponing for 10 years when I did that. At this point, it'll make 17 years that I have been couponing this year. And I absolutely love couponing. And I really just wanted to teach women how to save money. So the first 2 years of my YouTube channel, I did just that. But in 2020, when the pandemic hit, my clients, because I had a membership at that time, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start a YouTube channel like you did? Can you teach us how to start a side hustle like you did? Can you teach us how to start a business like you did? Like, we need help making more money. So can you help us? And I was like, okay. I'll tell you what I did. It was never my intention. It was never my focus. It was never a thought of mine to be a business coach. I was like, I'm teaching women how to save money. Like, my expertise is in couponing. Like, let me stay in my area. But my clients needed help, so I just started helping them. So I did that for 3 years. And then my business coach also in 2020 was like, hey, Crystal, you're my star student. Can you coach my people? And I was like, you want me to coach your people? So I got trained and I started coaching her people. I did it for 3 years. 3. Forward facing, I was your couponing girl. I was couponing at CVS, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, any store that took a coupon, your girl was in there. Family Dollar, Dollar General. I didn't do the dollar stores as much, but CVS, Walgreens, and Target were like my top 3. And behind the scenes, I was teaching women how to start, like, take the idea from their brain and turn it into a business and like grow existing businesses. And I was running a membership that way. I had one-on-one clients that way. I was doing group programs, like YouTube channel programs. I had a mini course. Like, I was doing so much to help women start businesses behind the scenes. Well, in 2023, I was like, you know what? It was becoming too hard to split my interests because I'm the coupon upfront, business coaching behind the scenes, but I wanted to create more business coaching content. I wanted to do more business coaching stuff because I had fallen in love with being a business coach. I had accidentally become a business coach and I fell absolutely in love with it. And I was struggling because I built all of my platforms as the couponing girl. And I was like, how do I make the switch? So in 2023, after debating it for most of the year, I decided that I was going to be a business coach. I said, you know what? I don't want to be known as the couponing girl anymore. I don't want that to be my main focus. I will always coupon. The millionaire version of me coupons. I don't care how much money I make in my life. If there's coupons, if there's discounts, if there are rebates, I'm going to be getting them. But I don't want that to be my main focus of my work. I said, I'm going to be a business coach. So I started my second YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, Build a Business with KRYS. If you are not subscribed to that channel, please stop what you're doing and go subscribe to that channel because I wanted to build a fresh audience of women who wanted to start and grow their businesses. So I said, let me start a fresh channel. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers up there. My goal will be by the end of August to be at 1,000 subscribers. And that would have been 2 years that I've had the channel. This is probably the most consistent I've been with the channel because my life was in shambles at the end of 2023, like right when I started the channel. Into 2024, I was not as consistent as I needed to be in 2024 because of life, but life happens. So my goal was to be at 1,000 subscribers by my 2-year anniversary of having the channel. So if y'all could go subscribe, that would be super helpful. So I started a brand new YouTube channel, and then I decided publicly to tell everyone I'm making a pivot and I'm going to be a business coach. It was scary. It took me a while to figure out, like, is this really what I want to do? Like, am I actually going to do this? Like, can I do this? It was imposter syndrome big time. But I made the decision. And in 2024, I let go of all of my couponing clients. I let go of thousands of dollars of monthly recurring revenue, and I said, I'm a business coach. But things weren't going the way that I planned them because of lifing and me being in a very depressed state in life. I did not progress the way that I wanted as a business coach. And I was like, I'm out here doing anything. I was an anything for anybody business coach. I didn't have anything specific that I helped businesses with. I could help you from the beginning through the end. I helped people who didn't have a business, and I'd help people who were making $20,000 a month in their business. So I said, I need to figure out what's my secret sauce. I need to figure out what sets Krista Maximizer, apart from every other business coach, because there's 50,000 business coaches. So I said, what have I done really well in my business? The answer to that question was content. What have I helped my clients with the most in their business? The answer to that question was content. Personally, I've created over 2,000 YouTube videos. Okay. I have gone live between all of my platforms over 1,000 times. That means pick up the camera. Hey, Maximizers, welcome to my live. I've done that over 1,000 times. I've done paid lives in my memberships, and I've done free lives, just like the one that you're watching right now, over 1,000 times since 2019. From that content, I've been able to make over $400,000. I've made 4 and 5 figures in brand deals, meaning brands pay me, and I didn't reach out to brands. Brands always reach out to me for brand deals. I've also made tens of thousands of dollars from affiliates. So it's like working with brands, but when I talk about their product, I get a referral code, I get a bonus, I get a referral bonus, and I've been able to make tens of thousands of dollars from affiliates. And the biggest part of my income is I've been able to make over $200,000 selling my coaching, selling my services. I don't sell courses. I don't sell ebooks. I don't sell digital products. I sell coaching. So I sell one-on-one coaching. I sell group coaching, workshops, boot camps, workshops, boot camps, masterclasses. That is my specialty. My specialty is teaching and coaching. So I've made over $400,000, but none of that would have been possible if it hadn't been for me creating content. When I look at my clients, I'm like, I really help them the most with their content. I said, I'm a content coach. I am a content coach. That is what I help my clients with. Once I made that pivot, once I made that switch, once I got that clarity, baby, once I got that clarity, I literally signed clients every single month. Once I decided that I was a content coach, once I was specific on how I was helping them, I signed clients every single month. So that is how I came to be in front of you today and wanting to talk about tips for going live. My favorite way to create content is going live. My favorite way to show up for my audience is to go live. I've gone live for 100 days in a row, 30 days in a row. I did not go live on Sunday, but I just did a 10-day streak. I went live for 10 days in a row just recently because right now I'm doing my 15K challenge. So I'm doing a challenge right now to make 15K by June 15th because I have to move. Kids have gotten into a private school and I cracked my laptop screen. So I'm doing a 15K challenge right now. And my goal was to go live every day of the challenge, but I hit a wall in the sense of like I was exhausted. I was working really hard in my business. I'm cleaning out the house. I was doing my gig work to make money for the challenge. And yesterday I was like, if I don't take this time for myself, I'm not going to make it the rest of the challenge, let alone the rest of the month. And I have a lot of things to do for the rest of the month. So yesterday allowed me to recharge. I went to bed early. I slept in and I took a nap today. So I am very well rested and I'm going to make sure that I go to bed at a decent time so that I don't get super burned again in the sense of like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything else. So outside of that, going live is my favorite way to show up. It's also the way that I've been able to make the most sales, whether it's with affiliates or selling my coaching programs. I make most of my sales on live. Most of my clients who find me watch my lives. They've watched a video or 2 or 10, but then they come into my lives, they engage with me. And the reason why they bought from me 9 times out of 10 is because they were on a live. So for me personally, lives are my favorite way to show up in my audience. And it is I've developed a method to the madness of going live. I've taught a live boot camp. I've taught live master classes where I give you my formula and my blueprint for going live. Hey, Muna, where I give you my blueprint for going live. Because I've done it so much, I've tried a lot of different things. And honestly, I'm live right now on all of my platforms. I have 5 social media platforms. This one's blurry. All of them have been blurry today. Let's see. I cleaned my other one. It might be the filter. Is that better? Because I do have a filter on. Let me know if that's better. But I do have a filter on. I'm live right now. Oh, thanks. I cleaned my work phone, but I didn't clean my personal phone. And I have been packing today, and my hands have gotten gritty and grimy. But thank you for letting me know. So I have 5 social media platforms. I have my business YouTube channel. I have my couponing YouTube channel. I have TikTok. Thank you for the gift. I have TikTok. I have Instagram, and I have a Facebook business page. So I am live right now on all of my platforms. Okay. So, excuse me. I don't know. I don't think this is one of my tips, but if you can, going live on all of your platforms benefits you. How do I go live on all of my platforms is a question that people ask me all the time. So, as I just stated, speaking to Muna, I have 2 cell phones. I have a work phone, I have a personal phone, and I have my laptop. Even though the screen is broke and it's black and I can't see anything on this laptop screen, my camera still works and the core of my laptop still works. I just have an external monitor over here to actually see what I'm doing on said laptop. Okay. So, with that being said, I do Instagram on one phone, TikTok on one phone, and then I use my laptop and an app called StreamYard that I pay for yearly to go live on my Facebook business page, Instagram, my Facebook business page, my couponing YouTube channel, and my business YouTube channel all at the same time. So I am literally live right now on all 5 of my platforms. And the reason why I do that is it doesn't cost me anything extra. I've built each of these platforms individually over the past 7 years. Now, I don't suggest if you are just starting out and you haven't been posting content for at least 90 days, I don't suggest you go live everywhere to start off. I suggest you build your audience on one platform, which we're going to talk about. I think so. You build your audience on one platform. And as you introduce new platforms, if you decide to go live on all of them at the same time, that's totally fine. But you don't want to overwhelm yourself in the beginning. I worked up to this. For the first, I didn't really start going live on all my platforms at the same time until probably 2021, maybe late 2020. But I really remember it in 2021 when I was in my 2-bedroom apartment is when I really remember like, I can just go live in all the places at once and use both of my phones. But I really didn't start using TikTok. Okay, so it probably was in 2021 when I started doing TikTok. So I started doing TikTok like seriously in 2021. So I realized it doesn't cost me anything extra, and I can look at multiple screens and I can manage multiple comments. It doesn't bother me. I can go live in multiple places. So for me, it does not hurt me to go live everywhere. And I think eventually, after you practice and you flex your muscles and you focus on your one platform, you can always add a second platform in now. But I need to know who's here. So before I dig into the tips for helping you to go live, I need to know who's here. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And let me know in the comments, do you currently go live? Yes, I go live. No, I don't, but I want to. Yes, I go live. And no, I don't have any plans on going live. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? Do you go live? Yes. Do you go live? No. Let me know down in the comments. I engage with everyone who comments. So if you comment, you ask me a question, I'm going to answer you. I'm going to acknowledge you. I prefer my lives to be interactive in that way. Again, as a business owner, as a business coach, free game. That is how I'm able to build such an audience of engaged followers who actually want to buy what I am selling. Who actually want to buy what I'm selling by engaging with them, which is going to be one of my tips anyway. So where am I at? I'm in Central Florida. I'm in the Orlando-ish area. And I go live like a psychomaniac. Like I go live. My new live schedule is to go live 4 times a week. So moving forward, starting in August, I'll be going live 4 times a week. July, you will not get 4 lives a week because I'm going to be on the road and I'm moving. So July is out. And for June, you're going to get really heavy lives now until like around the 20-ish. And then you're not probably going to get many lives from me because, again, I'm going to be on the road and I'm going to be packing. You probably won't get more consistent lives from me until, number one, I get this new laptop, and number two, until I move. So don't expect regular lives again until August. So that's why now is super crucial. So let's see who's here. Muna, I've been live less than a handful of times. I want to go live, but I never know what to talk about on my personal page. Okay. We obviously are going to work on your live schedule and everything here very, very soon. And on your personal page, it's kind of awkward because it's like, what are you talking about? What's going on in your life with you going live? So I definitely understand that. Work your plan with Cece. Hey, Cece, thank you so much for joining. You're in Nashville and you said no, you don't go live. Cece, do you want to go live? And tell me what's your business. I see you said work your plan with Cece, but what is your business? Who do you help? What do you sell? So do you want to go live? Question number one. And what's your business? Question number two. So please feel free for everyone else watching to drop down in the comments where you're watching from and do you go live, yes or no? Exactly. I'm all over the place in my personal page. Yeah, I don't go live on my personal page. I think I've maybe gone live over there once or twice, and it was only to do like an update about my life and Kinsley's life. But outside of that, business page is super easy for me to go live on. I don't think I really need to go live on my personal page. Like, it doesn't matter, so I wouldn't even worry about that too much. But let's dig into these tips for going live. Like I said, I've gone live over 1,000 times. I can low-key say that I'm an expert because my lives are usually about an hour. So that means I probably have, and some of my lives are a lot longer, I probably have like 1,500 hours in going live. Because there's a lot of lives where I've gone well over an hour. When I've done my coaching lives in my private groups that I used to have, I went live well over an hour. Sometimes I was going live 2 and 3 times a week in that group, and then going live 2 to 3 times per week on my public pages. So like I said, I'm a live junkie, I'm a live fiend, and it's my favorite way to show up. Like I said, moving forward, I'll be going live 4 times a week. That's 16 times a month going live. So that is a lot of content to be going out. And like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time. So I'm going to share with you my top tips, tricks, and techniques for going live. So if you just joined, welcome, welcome. Please let me know down in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And let me know in the comments, do you go live? Yes, I go live. No, I don't go live. Yes, teaching men and women how to budget through the nutrition facts label. So how to budget to buy something, or how to budget my diet. So are you teaching them how to budget money or budget their nutrition? Or is it a combination both? Both. Okay, gotcha. Literally, that is I don't want to say my past. I don't say my past, but the first version of Krista Maximizer, I taught women how to coupon. I taught women how to save money through couponing, budgeting, meal planning, and strategic shopping. That was my core. That is how most people know me. That's how I build my audience. That's how I actually became a content coach, because I started off creating content for couponing, and I couponed at this point in my life for 17 years. So I've budgeted even before that, because before I was a couponer, I got my first under the table job when I was 14, and I've been budgeting since I was 14. So yeah, so let's talk about tips for going live. I did it with the twist to stand out from other budgeting people on TikTok. Right. As long as that's your focus area, just like I was talking about, I don't know if you've been here since the beginning, but it's like, what's your secret sauce? Like, if you like talking about nutrition, great, but you can be a budgeting person on TikTok, but what do you do different? What is your budgeting framework? What is your budgeting process? For me, you can save money through anything. I would mostly, for me, it was all about $0 budgeting, allocating every single dollar, and having buckets. Okay. I had a best budget method, and I came up with it. It was called BESS, best budget method. Bills, expenses, sinking funds, and savings. All of your spending could be categorized into these 4 categories. That's what I taught on. That's what I led with, excuse me. So I would definitely encourage you, whatever your frameworks are, create them, double down, triple down on your frameworks, and stand out in that way for sure. But again, that is one of my niches that I started off with. And I love budgeting. I actually found my budgeting planners from the 2018, 2019, 2020, I think even 2021 version of Krista Maximizer. I budget a little bit differently now, but I still use the best budget method. I still put my money in 4 buckets because it's like so easy to see, so easy to manage, and it just makes my life so much easier. But I use it more digitally. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Okay, enough of me ranting. Let's dig into tips for going live. Okay, my first tip for you: decide when you're going live. Okay, so someone who is new to going live, you cannot fly by the seat of your pants. You're gonna find one thing with me, one thing that sets me apart from everyone else, one of my secret sauces is planning. I don't care if you're planning for your budget. I don't care if you're planning to coupon. I don't care if you're planning for your business. And I care if you're planning your content. The key to being successful with everything in your life, okay, you have to plan it. When it comes to going live, you can't fly by the seat of your pants because some people don't know what to talk about. They don't know what questions to ask. They don't know how to engage with their audience. They don't know they should have a call to action. They don't know what they should be telling their audience to do. You have to plan it out. Okay? So, for you as a beginner, if you don't go live consistently right now, I would say twice a month go live. Every other week go live. If you go live pretty regularly now, 1 time per week. So look at your calendar. What day and time can you go live within the next 7 days? What day and time works for you to go live? Choose your day and choose your time. You have to plan it out. Until you're seasoned, just popping up and going live is not going to work with your audience. It's not going to work for your nervous system. It's not going to work for you to be effective to do what you want to do. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Type yes in the comments if this makes sense. Tap the screen if this makes sense to you. Exactly why I haven't gone live. I don't know what to say. Digital Solutions, thank you so much for joining. Can you please tell me what your business is? Nurse, trucker, learning and earning on the go. Tell me what your business is. Okay. Tell me what your business is. And I would love to give you some tips on what to say. I'm going to talk about this in a second, but I love to give specific tips. So if anyone has any questions or any specific things they want help with when it comes to going live, let me know. And I'd love to give you a specific example about your business. Okay. Choose your day and time. You have to plan it out. Me, I've been doing lives since 2019, 6 years. I've gone live over 1,000 times. I can wake up, say I'm going to go live and just go live. But even though this live was not scheduled to y'all, it was scheduled to me. It was on my calendar. I just didn't know if I was going to go live, what time I was going to go live between 8 and 10, because I'm currently packing up my house. And my goal was to go live by 10. I think I started this live at 10:05. 10:10, something like that. I've been live for 23 minutes and it's 10:33. So I went live at like 10:10. But I already had it planned. This whole thing is planned. A few times in my career, I have just randomly popped up like, let's go live. But now there's no more random pop-ups. It may seem random to you, but it was planned to me. Okay. And I don't always schedule them because the way my life is right now, I have a window where I usually go live between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my window. So I just don't choose a specific time because I don't know. Sometimes things are done early and I can go live at 8. And sometimes like tonight, it was like, we're going to have to do 10 because I was in a groove and I didn't want to stop my groove, right? Decide your weekly day and time. You cannot afford to fly by the seat of your pants. You need to plan. Put it on your calendar, okay? My next tip for you is choose your live topic. So when we think about lives, we need a topic and then we need our outline, which is our talking points. Teaching women over 40 how to earn passive money using digital products. Okay, awesome. Awesome. What kind of digital products? Are you selling a bundle or are you selling your own digital products? Are you helping them to create their own digital products or are you selling a bundle? Let me know. So you need to choose your live topic. Your live topic is the core thing that you're talking about. My live topic for today is tips for going live. So what I'm going to be teaching you, what I'm going to be talking to you about is tips for going live. If you sell lip gloss, one of your topics could be what my favorite color lip gloss is, why I love the color brown, why brown lip gloss looks good on everyone, okay? Why you should be wearing lip gloss instead of Vaseline, okay? Make sense? If you sell candles, you could be doing a live on what type of wax you use for your candles, why I use blank wax in my candles, why you should use blank wax in your candles. You could do a live on all the ways I use my candles. Does this make sense? So I want you to come up with a live topic, the core thing that you're talking about in your live. The other thing I want to say is when you're going live, you want it to be natural. You want to be the most authentic version of yourself. So you want to make sure that you're talking about something that you are knowledgeable. Okay. Talking about something that you enjoy, something that excites you. 2 courses and PLR products. Is the PLR thing like the master resale rights? Like you sell a course and then someone else can sell that same course? Like I'm familiar, never sold them. Is that what it is? One of those bundle things where you sell it and then that person can sell it too? So choose your live topic. You want it to be something that you're really passionate about. A journal. Okay, cool. Choose your topic. Once your topic is chosen, you need talking points. Plan them out. Okay. The next tip is I want you to outline 3 to 5 talking points. Okay. About your live topic. Now, I want you to realize when I'm talking about going live, I'm not talking about just going live and selling. Okay. For most of us, it should not just be on here. It would be a very boring live. Maybe not. If I was just on here like, okay, I'm Krista Maximizer and this is my coaching and this is how I help you and this is what I do for the whole entire live. No. You want a topic. You want to talk about and educate your audience in an area, and then you want to sell to them. Does that make sense? You educate your audience in an area, and then you sell to them. Unless you have a full rack of clothing, right? So if I was an online boutique, I would come up with 10 pieces of clothing. And I would say, okay, let me talk to you about why my blouses are this material. This material is good because of this and this and this and this and this. I created this because of this and this and this and this. Focusing on the why of why you created it. So it becomes more of a show and tell. So if you sell like physical, tangible products, you can absolutely do that. But the whole thing can't be just buy my lip gloss. You need to buy it. Go to KristaMaximizer.com. Get your favorite lip gloss. It can't be that. You need to focus on educating your audience on something in your area. So when you choose your topic, make sure it's something that you can teach, something you can help someone with, okay? But you want to outline 3 to 5 talking points. So when I came up with tips for going live, I said, what are my core tips for going live? What is my process that when I go live, this is the process that I go through? What is my process that I teach my clients? This is what you should go through. And I had 7 points. 7 talking points that I've literally outlined that I'm going through right now. I plan all of my content, my lives, my short form day in the lives, and my long form YouTube content. I plan all of them in a platform called Airtable. Airtable is a project management system. I set it up in a calendar view, and I literally put my topics in. I put in my outlines. I put in my calls to action, which we're going to talk about in a second. And everything's there. I plan them there. So you want to plan this out. I've planned out all of my lives because I'm going to be going live through mid next week. I've planned all of my lives through mid next week. I know the topics. I know the outlines. I know my calls to action, meaning what am I going to have you do at the end of the live, which we'll get to in a second. You need 3 to 5 talking points for your live. Now, you don't have to be like me and go live for an hour. I honestly don't suggest that. I suggest 15 to 30 minutes for your lives. 15 to 30 minutes. Each talking point, talk about it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Introduce yourself, 1 to 2 minutes. Q&A, 2 to 5 minutes. Exit on out, give your call to action. It does not have to be long and drawn out when you start. Now, me, I'm only on tip number 3 and I've been talking for 30 minutes. But I do a 10-minute intro because I know my live is going to be an hour. And I also want to share my credibility. There's so many people talking shit on social media. There's so many people who woke up and started on social media yesterday. No shade to anyone. Every day is a good day to start. But I want you to know that I'm not new to this. I am true to this. I've been doing this for 7 freaking years, creating content. I want you to know that you can go to my website. You can go to my YouTube channels. You can look at my TikTok. You can look at my Instagram. You can see the fruits of my labor. You can see my reviews from my clients. You can see reviews from people who've never ever paid me for anything, but my free content has been able to help them. You can go and look at my comments. I want you to know that, like I said, I didn't just wake up yesterday and start doing this. I didn't just get one viral video and blow up. That has not happened for me. I've had 2 viral videos in 7 years, and that's fine because consistency built Krista Maximizer, okay? So 3 to 5 talking points. If you're doing a selling show where you're selling your products, focus on the why, okay? When you are selling, if you don't remember anything else from me, when you are selling, you focus on the why. Why do they need it? Why is it the best? Why is it going to give them more of what they want? Why did you create it? Why did you start it? Why are you passionate? Why are you qualified to talk about this? All the whys. Why you created the packaging, why you chose those ingredients. All the whys that you can ask about your products, that should be your live. If you share all of those whys, someone will buy. You never have to say, buy my lip gloss. If you start off with, okay, let me tell y'all why I created this lip gloss. Let me tell you why I created the Content Consistency and Cash 9-month one-on-one coaching offer. Okay, because I was sick and tired of seeing business owners struggle their way through creating content for their business. You don't have to run ads. You don't have to use influencers. You can literally create your own organic content and make sales. So first things first, I'm going to help you create your content for 30 days. That's tip number 1. So that's what I would do if I was literally just up here talking about my coaching offers. That's literally what I would do. I would tell you why you needed the coaching offer, why it's going to give you more of what you want. Why is it going to help you create consistent content and make more sales? Why it's going to help you not have to use influencers? Why is it going to help you not have to run paid ads? You shouldn't be running paid ads until you make $500,000 to $1 million. There's no reason why your organic content can't get you hundreds of thousands of dollars and even $1 million before you have to run paid ads. That can totally be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't have the money, and today I still don't have the money. I'm not running paid ads. Like, I posted some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and they were like, do you want to boost it? It was only like $5, but I was like, I'm not boosting this. I'm not paying you $5 to show my... No. If people see it, see it. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to everyone who's watching me. So I'm live on all of my platforms. Someone just posted that comment on YouTube. So I'm going live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, 2 YouTube channels actually. So I'm talking to everyone who's here. Okay. So anywho, make sure you are sharing the why. The why is why people buy. You shouldn't have to say buy. You don't have to say buy. You literally focus on the why. Okay. I understand PLO products can be anything that can be rebranded. Okay. So I talk about what I'm learning and love about the course. Such a great idea. You want to focus on why the course is going to help them get more of what they want. What is the course? Why was it created? The benefits of the course, your benefits from the course, your experience in the course, what it's helped you with, what it's helped other people with, and how it's going to help them get more of what they want. You've got to... Go ahead. Turn the lights off. In the hallway. You really want to focus on why. You really want to focus on what problem your ideal client needs solved. What is the core problem that's keeping them up at night that they need solved? For me, it's business owners who are not making enough money. It's business owners who are not consistent with their content. You're not making money because you're not consistent. You're not making money because you're not consistent in your business. You're not making money because you're not showing up for yourself. So if I help you create a content strategy where you plan your content out for 30 days at a time, if I help you figure out what your calls to action should be on all of your videos, if I help you figure out how you should be engaging with your audience, you will make more money. But you have to be consistent. So it's keeping my audience up at night. It's not making money in their business and not creating consistent content with their business. Does this make sense? So what problem does your ideal client have? What problem does your product solve? My product, my 9-month one-on-one coaching, it helps you solve that problem. If you don't want to work with me long term, I have a 90-minute content strategy session where I teach you how to create 30 days worth of content for your business, 30 days worth of sales emails for your business, 30 days worth of calls to action that go on your content for your business. Okay, that's one time. We meet for 90 minutes. You go about your merry way, you record your content, and the strategy that I teach you, you can repeat every single month. Does this make sense? Okay, so back to the original point. Write out your talking points. Focus on the why. The why makes people buy. If you share all the whys, people will ask you how to buy it. And the moment someone asks, well, how can I buy this? Where can I get this? Tell me how I can get this. Then that's when you do a hardcore sales pitch. Then that's when you let them know, okay, yes, this is my 18-ounce lip gloss. And it's for this and this and this and this and this. And it costs this amount of money. And you can buy it at KristaMaximizer.com. Once somebody asks you the question, it opens up the door, which brings me to my next tip for you when you're going live. Secret sauce, okay? I've never heard anybody else talk about this. Maybe I haven't been listening. Maybe they've been saying it, and I don't know. When you go live, I want you to write out 3 common questions, 3 frequently asked questions that people ask you about this or that people could ask you about this. I want you to write the question and I want you to write the answer. Krista, why am I doing that? Because you want your lives to be engaging. You want to have a Q&A time in your lives. So in my live bootcamp, I teach my clients that you have to have a Q&A portion in your lives. You have to have a time where you take questions. But herein lies not the problem, but an issue. What if no one is live watching? I'll give you an example. There's people watching me live on YouTube. I can see that people are watching me on YouTube. Are they watching on Facebook or is it YouTube? I see people are watching me on both of my YouTube channels, but they are not commenting. People are commenting on TikTok. People are watching me on Instagram, but no one is commenting, right? So when I open the floor for Q&A, so that it's not dead air, it's not me just staring at the screen like, does anybody have any questions? I can fill this time by saying, one question I get all the time is, and you're going to say the question that you created, and you're going to say the answer that you created. Then you're going to give a specific example from your experience or past client's experience about that question. Does this make sense? Yes or no? I'm going to give you an example. One of the questions people ask me about going live is, how do I figure out what to talk about? Okay. So the way you figure out what to talk about is easy. Number 1, what I just gave you, questions. What questions do people ask you? What questions do people ask about your products? What is something about your products that everybody doesn't know, but they need to know? Tell us a little bit about your story. That's 4 or 5 different topics right there that any business industry could talk about. Any product that you sell, you could do those. You are really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please make sure you get on my email list, Digital Solutions. You can click the link on my profile. Go to KristaMaximizer.com to get on my email list. When you join my email list, you get notified when I go live. My pants are jacked up. You get notified when I go live. You get notified when I post a new YouTube video, which is about once a week. And you'll get notified about my new coaching offers. I'm actually hosting a 15K in 15 days challenge right now. And I have coaching spots available at this current moment. So it's totally free to get on my email list. And I also offer free sales calls. So if you're interested in working with me, you can book a free sales call and we can chat about what it would look like to work together to help you create content, but also help you go live. And I can walk you through the whole process of going live specifically for your business. Okay. So you write out 3 questions and then you answer those questions. So people are going to ask me, how do I know what to talk about? People are going to ask me, what if no one shows up? I'm afraid to go live because I'm nervous that no one will show up. And I'll be real with you. The answer to that question is, people might not show up. Sorry, my phone is heating up. Hold on, I got to turn the fan on. You're going to hear a little bit of noise, but the fan is there because my laptop's heating up and my phones are heating up. Hold on, let me put this phone right here. The real tea is, people may not show up. Oh, let me unplug this. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Hold the line. I screwed up. Hold on. I done screwed it up. Hold on. I should not have done that. So my laptop screen is cracked. And I was trying to unplug the charger of the laptop so that it wouldn't be as hot because the laptop's hot. My phones are hot. Okay. So now I got to give my screen a second to come back. It always does this. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's put our finger on the thing. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. We're back, YouTube, but I had to cool off my phones. Okay. I'm across the world now because I got to cool off my phones. But there's mostly people watching on TikTok, so I'm going to look at my TikTok phone. Okay. I said questions. People are going to ask, what if no one shows up? Okay, yes. It's true. People may not show up. There, like I said, right now, ain't 0 people watching me on Instagram. I have 7,000 Instagram followers. There's 0 people watching that I can see. I also want you to know that people can look at your live and not click on it and still be watching. Okay. There's also times where people are watching me on YouTube, but they're not responding to my comments, and that's totally fine. I need you to remember that this live replay is going to live on both of my YouTube channels, my Facebook page, and Instagram. I also am going to take clips from this live and post on my TikTok, because TikTok doesn't allow you to post your whole live, but it does allow clips of your live to go up. Okay. So when you are going live, yes, you're going live for the immediate in the moment with the people, but I also want you to think about your live for the future people that are going to watch the replay. Does this make sense? Yes or no? You need to think about the people that are going to watch the replay. So if you're watching the replay on one of my YouTube channels, if you're watching the replay on Instagram, type replay in the comments. Type replay in the comments if you're watching the replay right now. You can also repurpose your live and use it, cut up the clips, use it for something else. I want you to remember, it's okay if no one watches. It's going to happen. I have 100,000 followers and subscribers across all the platforms. And when I start these lives, they be at 0 people. And there's certain times throughout the lives where there's 0 people watching, but you still going. My YouTube handle, Build a Business with Chris. If you join my email list at christhemaximizer.com, you will also get the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Build a Business with KRYS. But I want to encourage you to join my email list at christhemaximizer.com. And that's KRYS, themaximizer.com. It's also linked in my profile on TikTok. You can click join the email list. You can click go to my YouTube channel if you go to my profile. Okay. And it'll take you right there. You cannot worry about who's not watching. You have to worry about who is watching. Is the right person watching? I don't care if one person shows up to my live. If that one person is someone who wants help with their content, they want help with their sales, and they become a paying client, I'm happy. I only need to serve about 30-ish clients a year to have a damn near 6-figure year. I don't need 10,000 people on my live. I don't need 10,000 views. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, for you to have a good year in your business, you don't need 10,000 views. If 10,000 people try to buy your product right now, a lot of our websites, with myself included, a lot of our websites would crash. I can't service 10,000 people because I sell one-on-one. My business is not built for that. Okay. Even if I sold courses, if 10 people tried to buy my course at once, my website would break because it's not built for 10,000 people to buy it. I don't need 10,000 people. If I sold a course, 200 people, $500 course, I'm happy with that. That's $100K. If 200 people buy a $500 course, shit, that's great. I don't need 10,000. So a lot of times you think about these big numbers. So if 1 or 2 people are watching your lives, it's okay. Also think about it as practice. You're new to this. So if only one person shows up, great. I'm getting my sea legs. I'm figuring out how all of this works. Okay. She says, okay, cool. She said, thank you for saying you have to plan your lives. You have to plan. You have to plan before you go live. You have to plan your content. And sometimes I'll be planning what I'm going to say on my daggone stories. The key to all of this is planning. When you plan, you will be consistent. Will this live be on your YouTube? Absolutely. You can go to the live section of my YouTube channel, and all of my lives since on my business YouTube, all of my lives since 2023 are there because I started that channel in 2023. You're going to be extra spicy and go see all of my lives before that. You can subscribe to my couponing channel, and I have lives on there back from 2019, but most of them are couponing in the beginning. There's some budget ones, and then I switched over to business, and I started doing business content in 2023 hardcore before I started the second channel. Okay. But my couponing channel is Chris the Maximizer. My couponing channel is just Chris the Maximizer. And then my business channel is Build a Business with This. People say planning is overthinking. I don't agree. Absolutely not. I am the queen of planning. I plan my life. Like, I'm going to flip my TikTok camera because I want you to see. Look at, well, I'm liking my own videos, which I don't like to do because that's weird to me. Flip your camera. Look at this. This is just my calendar on my wall, like Legoland. I'm taking my daughter to Legoland. Okay. I took my daughter to the movies. I'm going to Disney. Moo is my sister. We going to the beach. I might be going to see Beyonce. So like, it's literally on this calendar, but on my Google calendar that you can't see right now because I'm using all of my freaking devices. Everything is on my Google calendar. I literally just got a notification that says wash your hair and braid it. Why? Because I knew that after my live, I need to wash my hair, put it in Miss Sealy Dookie braids, because tomorrow I'm going to do my long passion twists. I'm starting my passion twists. It's going to take me 2 to 3 days to do them. But I have a schedule. I have a plan. I literally had social media live at 10 p.m. on my calendar. I plan everything. If I have a plan, I can pivot. You can't be out here flying by the seat of your pants with everything. About 5% of my life is spontaneous. The other 95% is planned. But I can change my plans. I can move them around. I can change things up. But I need to know where I'm going. I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know what the plan is. And if we need to change it, cool. But I need a direction. Does that make sense? So you can't expect your lives to be effective if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what you're focusing on, you don't know what you're selling. Thank you for the gifts. Like, you can't expect that. Okay? So 3 questions. Make sure you had 3 questions that you can talk about in your live. I think my laptop is cooling down now. That's why I need a new laptop. This laptop, now I gotta take a sip of water. Hold on, TikTok. I can't wait to get a new laptop. Okay. Okay, so after you write out your 3 questions, you are going to schedule your live. Like we said, planning, you're going to schedule your live. And I want you to schedule your live for at least 1 week out. Because if this is your first live or your first time being more consistent with your live, schedule it for a week out. Okay? Schedule it for at least a week out. The reason why is my next tip. You have to tell your audience, you are new to this. You ain't like me where I can just pop up live. People know that they're going to get some good information from me. So they will stop what they're doing or turn their live on while they're doing whatever they're doing. Like, I built up to this. In the beginning, it was always a planned out live, daytime, and I would tell my audience for at least 4 days before the live. So I want you to choose your date and time. I want you to choose your topic, and I want you to schedule your live. You can schedule lives on every single platform. Schedule your live. And then you're going to tell your audience, Instagram, TikTok, you're going to post on your stories every single day that you're going live Wednesday at 7, that you're going live Sunday at noon. Every day until the live, you're going to do it. You have an email list. You're going to email your clients. I'm going live Sunday at this time. 2 days before, join me for my live. The day before, I'm going live. The day of, I'm going live. At the time of, I'm live right now. Come join me with the link. Okay. Hey, Sharitha, thank you so much for joining on YouTube. Where are you watching from? And do you currently go live in your business? Let me know in the comments. Where are you watching from? And do you go live? Okay. Tell your audience. No one can show up if they don't know that you're going live. So tell your audience. Make a video on Instagram, on TikTok. Make a video. If YouTube is your platform, use your community post. Let them know you're going live. Make a short. Hey, I'm going to be live at this time. Make a TikTok, make a reel. Hey, I'm going live at this time. Mark your calendars. Make it an event. You have to plan it out. Put it on your calendar. Every time I go live, it's on my calendar. Like I said, it may be spontaneous to you, but not to me. So like I'm telling you right now, tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm going live. Probably I have a client that ends at 7:30. I'll probably live around 7:45, 8 o'clock. So I'll be live going to end around 9, and then I'm going to go start my hair. Well, finish my hair because I'm going to start my hair a little bit earlier in the day. Then I'm going to go finish my hair. So when you see me tomorrow, I'm most likely going to have a scarf on and some twists hanging down, probably like 8 or 9 of them, as much as I can get done during the day, during my day break, right? So I'm going to be live sometime between 7:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern. My live is going to end around 9-ish, and then I'm going to go work on my hair until my eyes can't stay awake no more. Okay? You do your own hair. Yes. Since 2013, I've done my own braids, my own twists. I have not gone to a salon since I went in 2014 when I was pregnant. And after they did my hair, I was like, I'm never letting anybody else do my hair. So I've been doing my own braids, my own twists. So anytime you see me with braids or twists, I did them myself. It usually takes me about 16 hours. So I'll start tomorrow, try to get in 6 hours, and then do the final 10 on Wednesday. If I get too tired and can't finish them on Wednesday, I'll finish them on Thursday morning, but I probably will only have a little bit. But me and Kinsley have a Legoland date. And also we have another date up here I didn't put in. On Wednesday, we're freaking going to the skating rink. Because this is our summer fun, so we do one activity a week, but for the next 2 weeks, it's just 2 activities a week. Okay. So anywho, I do my own hair. But tell your audience that you're going live. They can't join you if they don't know that you're going live. Make it a big deal. Talk about it every single day. Hype it up. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Sharitha says, Texas, no business, follower from other channels for years for couponing. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. Super excited to have you here. Let me know if you have any questions or if you decide that you want to start a business. But I understand that the business ain't for everyone, but I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. My last tip for you, okay, and I want to open the floor for questions. So if you have a question about going live, drop your question down in the comments. Drop your question in the comments right now. My last tip for you, get cute, look good, feel good, and go live. And yes, save the replay. Yes, post the replay. The replay lives as content on your page on every platform but TikTok. But TikTok, you can post the clip. It will pre-record them for you. Build a Business with Chris is my business YouTube channel. Build a Business with KRYS. So please go subscribe. Build a Business with Chris. Let me type it in the comments. I got to do YT because I don't think TikTok like when you type YouTube. Build a Business with Chris. Okay. Look your best, feel your best, and go live. You should have everything that you need. Okay. And if you feel like I don't have everything that you need, if you feel like you still need a little bit more help, this is when we need to work together. Okay. This is when we need to work together. This is when you need support. This is why you need coaching. This is why you need me in your back pocket. So I mentioned my 9-month content consistency and cash coaching. This is going to help you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales in your business. And yes, we cover lives. The first 3 months of our 9 months is all about your content. We are going to figure out your content pillars, which are your 3 to 5 core content topics. We're going to come up with your content for the first 30 days, all your topics and your outlines. We're going to get it all figured out. Also, your calls to action, which I forgot to talk about. Calls to action meaning, what do you want your audience to do after they watch your piece of content or after they watch your live? What I want you to do is join my email list, number one, subscribe to my YouTube channel, number two, and if you want more help, book a free sales call for this week. Book a sales call for this week so that we can talk about what it would look like to work together. But in the first 3 months of our 9 months together, we have to get your content together. If you already are posting content, I'm going to do a full content audit. What are you doing really, really good? What can you improve on? What can you just stop doing because it's not helping your content at all? So we're going to dig deep into your content in the first 90 days, and you are going to have your content planned for 30 days at a time. Okay? The next 3 months is all about consistency. Consistency is what's going to keep your business in business for a long time. If you are not consistent, hang it up right now. But the secret to consistency is you set the level of consistency, right? So we're going to decide, what does consistency look like in your content, meaning how often are you posting? How often are you engaging? And then what does consistency look like in your business? How are you showing up? What systems are you consistently using? What things do you need to make your business a lot easier? I had a client who was manually sending out emails. Like, she's going in Gmail and manually sending out emails, typing out email addresses. I'm like, what? You need an email service provider. What's that? So I walked her through the whole process of setting up an email service provider. You write one email and it sends out to everyone. We're not sending out manual emails. So we're going to get the consistency of not just your content, but your business. Okay. I'm there to help you every single step of the way. The last 3 months might be my favorite 3 months. That's when we focus on your cash. That is where I teach you how to sell your ass off without saying bye. Remember when you heard me talk about the why? That's how you sell your ass off without saying bye. I'm going to teach you how to go live. I'm going to teach you how to sell sales content. I'm going to teach you how to post in your stories. I'm going to teach you how to not show up authentically, but show up authentically as yourself with your secret sauce and make more money consistently. The goal of the content consistency and cash coaching is to get you to a minimum of $2,000 per month reoccurring. Okay. That is my 9-month bread and butter offer. Okay. This is how I am going to help you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. Now, for the features of the program, you get 3 one-on-one coaching calls with me every single month. They're 45 minutes long and they're on Zoom. So you get to talk to me and I get to talk to you. But the best part of this coaching is you get Voxer access. What's Voxer? Voxer is a walkie-talkie app where you can text me and voice message me every day. Ask Muna. I do have a Voxer. I need to respond to her. I've been recording all day, well, this evening, and I did not see your message until right before I was going to go live. And I was like, dang, Muna messaged me. So after my live, I'm going to respond to her message so that she can go to bed with her questions answered. Does that make sense? So you don't have to wait till the next call. You're not also getting any coursework from me. I'm not going to say, oh, go watch a course. No. Anything that you want to learn, anything that you want to know, I'm going to teach you firsthand. Now, I may pre-record a video or something for you and say, hey, I'm going to tell you what to do. Then I'm going to show you what to do with the video. Then I'm going to follow up with you to make sure that you can do it. But 9 times out of 10, I most likely will teach you live. Ask Muna. We talked about planning content and I walked her through my Airtable. And I think I walked you through Trello too, right? And I showed you how I plan my days and plan my to-do list. And I also showed you how I plan my content. Okay? That is the offer for you if you are sick and tired of being stuck. It is an investment, but payment plans are available. It's $4,500 for 9 months, but I do have payment plans with Affirm and Klarna, extended payment plans. I also have in-house payment plans as well if you want to pay me directly and not use Klarna. I want to say those payment plans are like $375 a month. But this is for you if you're sick and tired of not making the sales that you want. You can go to KristenMaximizer.com and book you a sales call. Step 1 is to book a sales call because I need to talk to you to make sure that we are a good fit for each other and to understand a little bit more about your business, what you need, and make sure that I can help you. If you want a quick Crystal help me right now, you need a 90-minute strategy session. In this 90-minute strategy session, I'm going to help you create content for the next 30 days. Your topics, your outlines, your calls to action, and what you're selling for 30 days. That's the other thing I didn't talk about in this live. You can't sell everything all the time. So when you're going live, you can't sell your whole website. Remember when I said if I had a clothing boutique, I would pick out 10 pieces of items? You can't sell everything all the time. So I'm going to help you figure out that for the next 30 days, what actually are you selling and how are you selling it? You're going to leave, well, it's a Zoom session. So you're going to leave with a replay of the session in a Google Doc with all of my notes that tell you exactly what to do to create your content for the next 30 days. That strategy session is $349. Payment plans are also available for that. It's a one-time session. So I have spots available in both. Step 1, get on my email list. Step 2, book a sales call. If you know you want the strategy session, you can just go buy the strategy session. If you know you want to work with me long term, then you need to book a sales call. Okay? So, because I'm in the middle of my challenge, I also need to give y'all a challenge update because I didn't go live yesterday. I did do an update video, but I did not do an update on my live. So, let me get my challenge board and tell you. So again, my goal is to make 15K by June 15th. Okay. So at this point, I only have like 6 more days to go. So if you do decide to work with me, you will be helping me reach my goal of 15K. And the 15K is to help me move because Kinsley got into a private school an hour away. So we have to move. I have to pay tuition and we got to buy new stuff. I ended an engagement at the end of 2023 and it was very traumatic for me. It was a very traumatic experience. And I grieved that version of myself and that version of that relationship for most of 2024. I did not get my mojo back until like August, September of 2024 is when I started to like feel like the new version of myself and feel like myself again because I was in a cloud, a haze of what the hell. Like I was in a cloud, a haze of what the hell, and I was severely depressed. So I'm saying all that to say, when I move to my new house, I'm leaving a lot of this old stuff behind. I have a lot of old memories. I have a lot of old things, and I have a lot of things that I actually want for my new house that I currently don't have. So when I sat down and I did my math, it was like in order to pay tuition for a couple of months, in order to pay rent for a couple of months, in order to get my carpets professionally cleaned and do extra pest care and lawn care and all the stuff I need to do to make sure I get my security deposit back, I need about 15K. Okay? I need about 15K. And I'm not getting on Beyonce's internet asking for $1. I decided to sell my coaching because I also want to make an impact. Me helping you with your business, you investing in my business and in yourself helps us both. You make money, I make money. It's a win-win situation, right? The other thing I do want to say, I haven't talked about this publicly, but I'm going to talk about it now. I do also have a donate option. Like if you wanted to donate $25 or more, I'm offering a Q&A session. It's not free, but I'm offering a Q&A session on June 22nd where you can just get on Zoom, ask me whatever questions you have about your business. I'm going to give everyone a chance to ask one question. And then I'll go to second questions for everyone. But all you have to do is donate $25 and you get access to this Q&A session. Simple, easy. If you're like, Crystal, I need a little bit of help. I'm not in a place to invest big, but I need a little bit of help. Help me, help you, help me, right? So with that being said, I like to give you guys an update of my challenge because no matter how much I make during this time, I am going to be very proud of myself because I showed up, I worked hard, and I let y'all know how I can help y'all with my coaching offers. And I also have spots available because I have some clients who are not re-signing and I have some clients who are re-signing. I have new clients coming, but I have spots available. And I want to fill up my coaching now because I'm not launching in July. And I do have a launch scheduled in August, but the clients won't start until September. So I'm trying to fill up my coaching spots now for the summer and help y'all make money this summer. So the other thing is if you're on my email list, I had a under $200 coaching offer. If you're on my email list, it's a special one. If you look at the board, you can see the price. I'm just not saying it out loud because it is an email list only and you have to be on my email list to get the offer. It's right here. So if you join my email list, you can get this special offer. And yes, there's payment plans available for that one as well. Okay. So So far, we started the challenge on May 29th. Started the challenge on May 29th. Okay, so it's like 15K in 18 days, actually. So, how I've made my money so far is honestly from two ways. I haven't signed any new clients yet. I have some in the pipeline. I have people who want to work with me. I did a sales call and I have another client coming in, but I haven't signed any clients yet. But guess what? It's okay because the clients that need to work with me are coming. I can feel it in my soul. I'm just going to keep showing up. I'm just going to keep giving value and I'm going to keep letting y'all know how you can work with me. So far I've made $830 from gigs. I do Instacart. I do Shipt. I do Uber Eats, but none of this money is from Uber Eats. Most of this money is from Instacart, and a little bit of this money is from Shipt. So I've made $830.55 from Instacart and Shipt. The big chunk of the money that I've made that's got me on the board is from affiliates. I signed up with this company. I'm earning some affiliate income based off of work that I did freaking years ago. I'm not even mad at it. They paid me $4,853.67. They are single-handedly keeping the challenge going, okay? So that brings my grand total of how much I've made. And we are on day, what is today? We're on day 12 of the challenge. We have made $5,684.22. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. And that means we have $9,315.78 to go in my 15K challenge. Okay. So I would love to be your coach if you need help. If you don't need help at all, please feel free to share this video with a friend or a family member, a coworker, someone who has a business that may need help. Remember, I have 2 coaching offers available, my 90-minute strategy session to help you create 30 days worth of content, and my 9-month content consistency and cash coaching that is going to help you make a consistent $2,000 per month by creating consistent content that converts into consistent sales. Okay. The details of both of those offers are on my website. If you click on work with me, you can get all the details. And if you're unsure about an offer, you don't know which one's going to work best for you, book a free sales call. The sales call is actually 60 minutes. And that's when we get to know each other a little bit more. I get to learn a little bit more about your business, what you want, what you need, and I can let you know how I can help you. Last thing I'll say is I do have custom payment plans available. If you come to me and you're like, Crystal, I have $325 a month. Okay. That's my budget for coaching. I can make custom plans for you because again, I'm in a place right now where I just want to help my clients. I'm in a place right now where I just want to help you create consistent content for your business and make sales. So if you come to me, you're on a budget, I feel you. I'm balling on a budget too. I will come up with a custom coaching plan for you. It will require a 9 to 12 months of you being in coaching. And it will be a monthly reoccurring payment plan. But I'm going to help you get the results that you desire. You have to be ready to do the work. I've worked with clients in the past who come and they are excited and they want to do all the things, but then they don't show up for themselves. And that's fine. As long as I'm showing up and doing my work, cool. But you have to show up and you have to do the work to get the results that you desire. My coach would say, your results make sense. If you half-ass show up, your business will half-ass make money. If you show up once a week, your audience will not grow and you will not make the money that you desire. Once a week is not enough. We are not Kim K. You cannot just show up and make one post and expect to get lots and lots of sales. It does not happen like that. Consistency is what's going to build you. Okay? So I want to open the floor for questions. Does anybody have any questions? If you don't have any questions, was this helpful? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. If you don't have any questions, was this helpful for you? Yes or no? And I do want to say thank y'all so much for joining. Thank you. Oh, a couple people subscribed. Okay, we got 2 new subscribers tonight. Thank you. I know that with attention spans being short, I know that with everybody being on social media, that there's a lot of options for you. There's a lot of business coaching options for you. If I'm not your coach, I understand. Go find the coach you need. Thank you, Muna. Go find the coach for you. But I do want to appreciate you being here, listening to me yet for well over an hour. I appreciate those of you who have been commenting, CC Digital Solutions, Muna. I appreciate all of you who have been commenting, sharing, being here on the live, because it makes the live a lot better, because I'm super engaging and I want to give you guys like specific examples. So I'm happy to hear that it was very helpful for you all. I'm so happy that y'all were here, because without followers, without subscribers, there will be no Krista Maximizer. So I'm going to stay on for like 2 more minutes. Are there any questions? Anybody on YouTube have any questions? Thank y'all so much for joining. I see all of y'all watching. If you're watching from my couponing channel, please go subscribe to my business channel if you want to start a business. If you don't want to start a business, don't subscribe, okay? But if you want to start a business, you want help with your business, that's the other thing. If you want to start a business from scratch, you can sign up for my 9-month one-on-one coaching, and I can help you start a business from scratch. I'm helping Muna start a business from scratch, and I have one other client who is starting a business completely from scratch, and they are in long-term coaching with me, and I'm helping them take the idea from their brain and turning it into a business. And we're going step by step, getting them through their business. I have a client who just started posting content. I have another client who's had her business for a while, but she wants to do more online, and she's starting to create her content as well. So I think I have a few clients in content creation mode. Moon is coming up with her first 30 days of content right now. So a lot of my clients are in the, okay, it's time to create content. We've done all the groundwork. We've done all the basics. Now it's time to get our content created. And this stuff takes time. It's not a microwave. It's not an oven. I would say it's more like a crock pot. Like, you can't set it and forget it crock pot, but it's going to take time. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's going to take time. Okay. It's going to take effort. It's going to take, above all, consistency. I'm working on my video ideas now. Perfect. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Okay. It's going to take time. You just have to be real with yourself and decide if you're ready to do the work. If you're not ready to do the work, don't even sign up. Don't even book a sales call. It's not going to help you. If you're not ready to commit 7 to 10 hours a week in your business, it's not going to work. It's not going to go good for you. Okay? All right. I don't see any other questions. Let me end Instagram. Bye, Instagram, because I am vlogging. So let me vlog myself. This has been a great live. This has been a great day. I'm feeling super energized. Maybe it was because I took that nap earlier, but I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really energized. There were some great people on my live today. Check out my cracked laptop screen. And yeah, today was a great live. So bye. So yeah, I do this for my vlog. I talk through my vlog so that way I know what to say when I edit it back and do my voiceover. Oh, okay. She said, oh, and she makes you work. I don't say it like that. She said, oh, she makes you work. I do. I encourage you to do the work. You're not going to get the results that you desire if you don't do the work. And that's with anything. That's not just with coaching. It's not just with your business. If you do not show up for yourself, if you do not do the work, you will not get the results that you desire. That's just the truth. So I'm going to go. I was going to finish working downstairs, but it's 11:23. So I think I should go to sleep. Oh no, I can't go to sleep. I got to go wash my hair. Okay, we're going to go wash our hair because our hair has to be prepared for us to braid it, or twist it, I should say, tomorrow. So we're going to go shower, wash our hair. That's the next thing. And then I'll get in the bed. Then I'll wake up early tomorrow and we got to go to the gym. I will. If not, I will do it first thing tomorrow because I need to go wash my hair. Yeah, let's do that first thing tomorrow. I will look at your Google Doc first thing tomorrow. I'm looking at your Voxer message right now. And I'll do the Google Doc work tomorrow because I'm about to turn this laptop off. Okay. All right. I got you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more things added. Okay, cool. Yes. So if we can reconvene, I'll go over it tomorrow if we get to go. But I did just respond to your first message. All right, y'all. I forgot to post a video today. So now I got to go and do that. Okay. Let me post a video. I'm trying to post every day. And I recorded 2 videos today. And okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Again, join my email list at KristenMaximizer.com and book you a free sales call so we can chat about working together. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.